announce a new bill, a new project that will limit the number of students, international students, that will have access to our universities here in the province. Now, this, of course, has many people wondering what is behind all of this and what this will mean for our universities here in Montreal in particular. Joining us with his opinion and his commentary on all of this is constitutional lawyer and political commentator Frédéric Bérard. Maître Bérard, thank you for taking the time.
Thanks to you.
Okay, so this is a big one, right? This is, the CAQ seems to have a real problem. I want to use another term, but I'm not allowed to use it on the air. For foreign students, and particularly this tends to affect the English universities like McGill, for example. When you saw that this was in the works for the fall, what is your initial reaction?
What a shame. What a big, big, big shame. You know, in French, there's an expression called le petit Québec. And it's not only a cheese,
Yeah,
right?
I was going to say Quebec.
Yes, petit Québec, in the sense that, oh, wow. I mean, each and every nation in the world would love, and I insist on the word love, to have foreign students. Why is that? Because they bring a lot of baggage with them. It's wonderfully good for diplomatic relations. It's super good for business. It's good for science. It's good for friendships. It's good for everything. It puts Montreal, it puts Quebec on the map.
Yeah.
And now you're telling me that you don't want those people, especially in our university, because not all the time, of course, but sometimes, not to say most of the time, we do attract pretty good students. We do attract brains from all around the world, especially at McGill, which is considered as one of the best universities in the world. You don't want that? Seriously, this is where we're at right now?
Well, it's interesting because you said that notion of Petit Quebec, that idea that Quebec is closing in on itself. The argument would be that the foreign students are taking the place of Quebecois students. But it's interesting is that Quebec's overall graduation rate for high school is still at 69%. So it is still significantly the lowest, right? We're having a problem graduating our students from high school, let alone getting them past CJAD into university. So what is the argument there? That we should let more Quebec students have access, but they're not even finishing high school? So how do you understand all of this?
But here again, it's typical of what we are saying for the last 6 months together about the CAQ government is trying to find a scapegoat. Actually, they're not trying to find a scapegoat. They found a scapegoat. And the scapegoat is everything that is English people, foreigners, the others, the immigrants, whatever. It's typical. It's always the same song each and every night. And actually, I need to be careful about my vocabulary.
We can't say any bad words.
Actually, we're on air. Let's not forget about that.
Yeah.
But frankly, I mean, it's a way to say to a certain how do I say it?
Voter, electorate.
To certain voters that say that way. See, we are protecting you against those people who are stealing your rent, stealing your place at university, blah, 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 blah. And frankly, it doesn't make sense at all. I'm teaching at university in Montreal at the law school for now 22 years. And let me tell you one thing. If a university has so many inscriptions, they will find a way to make room for a lot of people.
Yeah, no one's being turned away at the door. Maître Bérard, I do want to ask you what happens now, right? So they're saying, okay, this is coming. They're going to start talking about this and putting this in place in the fall. If you're a university like McGill, legally speaking, do you have any options?
Legally speaking, yes, of course, and especially because there is a kind of harassment now. Don't forget what they did in terms of tuition fees a few months ago. They're attacking. I did my master in McGill, and I did teach at McGill afterwards. And frankly, and my daughter went to McGill. She's graduated from that university. And frankly, McGill, Leonard Cohen went to McGill. Pierre Falardeau,
Yes.
who was one of the biggest separatists we ever had, went to McGill in littérature française. There's so many Quebecers and there's so many people around the world who went to McGill who are proud of it. And now you're attacking one of our best fleurons, as we say in French, for electoral reason. This is where we're at. Don't forget that Lucien Bouchard said one time, the English people, the Anglo-Québécois, they are us. They're part of us. I mean, we're the same people. Forget about, trying to dividing them. But this is what the CAQ is doing right now, and they're doing it since 2018, but now they're doing it in despite the fact that they're going to diminish the value of science.
Yeah. Well, diminish our international sort of position. Like this is le bijou de Montréal. They often refer to as at McGill.
And don't forget international reputation and all the diplomatic relations, of course, the business relations, the friendship relations, and the science at the same time. So I mean, I just can't stand that.
So just to finish off, though, will there be any sort of legal, if this does go through, as they're saying, will there be any legal options, or we'll have to wait and see what is actually proposed?
Well, yeah, let's wait a bit, but frankly, Anglo University like McGill and Concordia and Dawson College are the target right now. It's not subtle at all.
Yeah.
So let's see how it will be deployed in the bill itself.
And then we'll see what happens.
But honestly, there's something that could be pleaded probably in terms of the rights to equality and all that. But let's wait a bit.
Maître Frédéric Bérard, it's always a pleasure to chat with you. Have a great weekend.
Right back at you. Thank you.